Hello everyone! The greatest goblin that ever lived is here for a comic book review for this week of July 2014. I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope everybody had a safe and happy 4th of July this past weekend. Got a lot to talk about. Before I get started, I would like, if you wouldn't mind, to go to my Blugoblin X channel. I just did my latest back issue review. I covered 4 books, Batman 66, 2 issues of New Warriors, and an issue of Miss Marvel. I'll put the link to that video in the description. Hopefully I will remember to. But click the link in the description below and go check that video out and see what I thought about that. Plus I make an announcement at the end of that video on the status of my Blugoblin X channel. So, without further ado, let's get to the books that I have here. We're going to start off with Independent and then go through Marvel. No, we'll go through DC and then we'll end with Marvel. So, we're going to start with Valiant. We're going to start off with Quantum and Woody, number 12. This is the series finale. As far as series finales go, this was kind of underwhelming to me. I mean, this issue has everything I would come to expect from a series like this. You know, I've read since issue 1, and I've got to be honest, I'm a little disappointed. Because after reading this, I just felt like this entire 12-issue series was nothing more than a pilot episode, if you will, to another series that I have absolutely zero interest in buying. Yeah, it's like I liked how the storyline, you know, ended here, and how, you know, Quantum and Woody are able to now to coexist and everything. And there's a big reveal about the goat. Actually, 2 big reveals. 2 big reveals about the goat. And I won't spoil either one of them because I thought one was damn good and the other one was damn funny. Just really good stuff. Like I said, a nice wrap up to the whole Thomas Edison storyline and everything. But the ending just kind of made me just go, eh. I mean, it is what it is. I just didn't feel it. I really, honestly, just didn't feel it. I am disappointed, but I don't feel like I've wasted my money, or that I may have wasted some of my bro, the Mount Vernon kid. You know, Chris, he sent me the first few issues of this, and he got me into this, and for that I do thank him. But as far as the finale to this run, I was expecting just a little bit more. You know, it is what it is. I'll be fair, and I'll give it a 3.5. I thought it was really good in terms of wrapping up the storyline involving the Edison shit, but the ending just, you know, like I said, it is what it is. All right, moving on to DC. We're starting DC off with Batman 66 meets the Green Hornet, issue number 2. Oh God, look at that, Adam. Thinking of Adam Rose. Don't be a lemon, be a rosebud. This Alex Ross cover. Be a rosebud. But, yeah, a guy sells alcohol to fucking kids on Monday Night Raw. I bet enough about Adam Rose. Let's talk about Alex Ross, this awesome cover and this awesome series written by Kevin Smith. Now, if you will click the link in the description below and watch my latest back issue review on my Blugoblin X channel, shameless plug, I review Batman 66 issue number 12, and I talk about how good a writer Jeff Parker is on that series and how well he was able to write that particular issue. And I go into great detail as to how much I appreciate his work on that series, and I also pointed out there as well as here that he is a great writer, but I think Kevin Smith does an even better job with these particular characters for this particular era, because like me, he is a giant comic book geek. He's a big comic book nerd, probably one of the most famous ones of all time. Well, of all time, I think that's a bit much, but you know, he really truly knows these characters and knows how a story like this should be written. You know, as good as Jeff Parker is, Kevin Smith is just a little bit better in my honest opinion when it comes to characters like this. All the illogical goofiness of Batman and Robin with the espionage storytelling with Green Hornet, it just meshes really well. This is coming off just as good as the actual crossover that happened in the TV series. It's just really good, really well written. Colonel Gum or General Gum or whatever the fuck he calls himself, he reveals he does indeed have an accomplice, and I can't spoil it. I can't. Oh, but I should, because I need to talk about what adds to the story. It's the Joker. And this is how good a writer Kevin Smith is for this. He's done his homework. There's references to the Batman movie, you know, where the culmination of the fight at the submarine and everything. Plus, there's also, even though this is the Cesar Romero Joker, Smith does a great job capturing Joker's character development. You know, once he hears that Batman and Robin may be dead, he's all gleeful about it, but at the same time, he's pissed that he wasn't the one that got to do it. You know, and that's so true to Joker's character. I don't care if it's Cesar Romero, Jack Nicholson, Mark Hamill, whatever. If it's the Joker, he feels like he's got to be the one to kill Batman, and it's really, really well told to his character. It's very nicely done. I liked it. This was good. I love the stuff with Green Hornet and Kato in here, and a nice old school style cliffhanger that fits this kind of story so well. This was great. I loved it. I give it a 4.5. Yep. Yeah. He's back, folks. You're up. I'm back, baby. And I'm here. Ooh, boy. I'm ready to talk about this. We're talking about Earth 2, number 25. Oh, man. Have I got lots to say about this. Tom Taylor doing a good job with the writing. Nicole Scott and Travis Scott, you're still killing it with me with the artwork and the inking and everything and all that shit. However, I gotta say, for a big 25th landmark issue, as a lot of people in the business tend to use that term, I gotta admit, this wasn't quite as monumental. See, I can use the fancy words. This wasn't quite as monumental as I thought it was gonna be. I was expecting some more. But there was one big moment in this book, and I'm just thinking to myself, Clark, Superman, come on. Soups, you don't do that. You don't do that shit. I'm disappointed in you. We ought to legally change your name from Clark to Dick. Dick Kent. Yeah, I went there. Fuck Darkseid. What? What are you gonna do? Huh? Huh? What are you gonna do? I got some kryptonite in my pocket. I ain't afraid to fucking use it, bitch. Yeah, that's what I thought. But anyways, not a bad read. Really good stuff. And a certain someone at the end of the issue decides it's time to man the fuck up and do something. And I liked the cliffhanger. The book ended right where it needed to. Get the fans rabid and make them want to get that next issue that much more. Brilliant work. This wasn't the strongest issue out of the series, but it was definitely good shit. I highly recommend this. This is easily, not that I'm being biased or any of that shit, but this is easily one of DC's best books going right now. You know, say what you want to about the New 52. It's got its good points, and this is one of them. Get this book. I said get the damn book. What you waiting for? Get this book. Get on board with this series. Represent. I'm out. Such a colorful man, isn't he? But yeah, there you go. I feel the same way. I mean, this was good. Not the strongest issue out of the series, but very well told, very well put together, leading up to that big cliffhanger at the end. It was really good. I enjoyed it as well. Now we're moving on to Green Lantern number 32. 33, excuse me, 33. Yeah, this is the Batman 75th anniversary variant. But this is the next part of the whole uprising thing. Now, not much really to say about this one. I mean, it's the Durlans moving in on their advancement on this planet of liquid energy and everything, and they're trying to steal this energy to be able to have enough power to, you know, go into the form of the Daxamites, which would be like an army of Supermans, you know. And it's like, wow, their plan was really well put together, but the Lanterns, you know, hold their own, put up a good defense, and in the end, you would think, the way this issue flowed, you'd think the Lanterns got a win here. But there's something that happens in here that makes you go, what? They may not have won? This was nice. A nice little swerve near the end of the book. It kept my attention. I thought, okay, we're going to begin to start wrapping this shit up and move on to the next story. But there may be a little hiccup that keeps it from happening. I'm really interested in reading the last part of this particular story. This was really well put together. Robert Venditti did a fine job with the writing, but the artwork from Billy Tan just killed it. I loved it. It was great. Just fantastically done. I loved reading this. I loved the little swervy cliffhanger at the end of the book. I thought it was really well put together, really well done. Nicely done. But my biggest problem with this book is that it felt a little quick. Read it about 2 minutes and that was it. I was done. I was like, I was kind of expecting a little bit more in terms of actual storytelling, but for what I got, I was happy. I give it a 3.5. Alright, we're moving on to Marvel. We're going to Marvel with all new X Factor number 10. How about You Don't Move? Yeah, this was good. This was really good. We get to learn about the little girl that X Factor took. We get to learn who her daddy is, and we learn more about her daddy. What kind of guy he is, and what his plans are for his little girl, and everything like that. I'm like, okay, I like where this is going. Let's see how much further we can go. Very well done. Meanwhile, X Factor's kind of, I wouldn't say they're having problems, but there's a problem amongst them, mostly concerning Gambit and maybe Cypher, but Gambit's got a real problem, and it comes up. The problem comes up in this book. That's all I'll say about that. But some really good stuff in here with the little girl's father, Memento Mori. We get to see more about him. The storytelling flowed very well. The one-liners in here, what we got of them, were really good. Peter David is good at writing stories like this concerning, an X-Factor team and everything like that. And in true Peter David fashion, what would an X-Factor book from Peter David be without a dun-dun-dun kind of cliffhanger at the end? And Gambit, oh god, dude, you're fucked. Nice read, very well put together. The artwork in here was a little scratchy in places, but it works. It works for what we get in here. Nicely put together. I liked it. Story was solid. Artwork was good. The artwork helped sell the story to me, helped the storyline flow. I liked it. It was good, well paced, well put together, well structured, and another cliffhanger that Peter David is known for. Really good. I give it a 3.5. Alright, we're moving on to Daredevil Road Warrior 0.1. I was thinking to myself, do I really want to spend $5 on a Daredevil book? Then I remembered, it's Mark Waid. Fuck yeah, I do. Because, oh boy, this is well worth $5. This was good. Very good. This is actually, I think this is actually going to be like the mini-series or whatever that is telling the story of how Matt Murdock gets to San Francisco. What kind of storytelling are we going through as he is leaving New York going to San Francisco? Because when issue 1 came out, he was already in San Francisco. So if you're wondering what the hell did he go through from his journey from New York to San Francisco, then here's where you need to go. This was very well put together. The artwork in here, the interior artwork was really good. I love this cover. Sometimes simplicity is the way to go when you're selling a cover. This is really well put together. I loved it. Daredevil runs into somebody that turns out isn't really anybody at all. You want me to explain why I said that? You're going to have to read this book. When he comes across somebody, and I love how he finds out what this person really is. I love how he discovers it. And the action in here was good. Runs into an old enemy. I'm not going to give it away because I don't feel like I need to. But the way he outthinks him in the end of this book, and how this person that he ran into, how he was able to help him out, and how he was able to get this person to help him out in this fight. Because if Daredevil was to go into this just by himself, he would have been fucked. That's the way the story was done and the way the story was told in here. But as far as the main antagonist in this particular issue, things don't go so well for him either. It's to the point where he has to be hospitalized. It's a he. But just all in all, a solid read. And I just kind of like the simple, friendly ending to the story. Nicely done. This was great. Mark Waid just making that magic work. I just wish this wasn't $5. I think it is well worth the $5 in my honest opinion, but still, I just don't like it when Marvel gets really greedy. That's probably my only problem with this book, is indeed the price. It is worth your money, but I would still only recommend it for hardcore Daredevil fans. But if you're a Daredevil fan at all and you love Mark Waid, odds are you might enjoy this. Who the hell am I to judge? I'm just a fan, right? But all in all, just great stuff. Mark Waid making that magic work. I give it a 4.5. Alright, now we're ending this with Miles Morales, The Ultimate Spider-Man #3, but I'm not going to talk about it. somebody new has popped up, and I'm going to let him review it. Okay, you're on. Oh, hey. I'll be with you in just a second. All kinds of stuff happening on Twitter, Facebook. You gotta keep up with all this stuff. Some really funny stuff here. But enough about that. I'm here to review this. Miles Morales, Ultimate Spider-Man, number 3. It's nice to represent our universe, the Ultimate Universe. Go Ultimates. But anyway, Bendis and oh man, that is a nice picture. I gotta share that. Like, favorite. All right. Where's the oh, okay, retweet. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, by the way, back to this. Miles Morales, he's got his hands full with what's going on after he came face to face with the Peter Parker clone that surprised him at the beginning of this series. And he does something pretty boneheaded. He decides to tell his girlfriend that he's Spider-Man. Yeah, and it don't go so well for her. Oh, really? That is too cool. I mean, look at all this. Look at all the stuff that's trending. That is just so cool. But anyway, Miles reveals, spoiler, he reveals to his girlfriend Katie that that he's Spider-Man, and she just runs away. She just turns around and just goes away. It just seems like Miles can't catch a break to save his life. Hang on. No, that's not right. But that's cute. I'll watch that later. But yeah, his best friend is telling him how it is. Like, hey, you shouldn't be doing reckless stuff like that. And Miles is just kind of tuning it out. But meanwhile, Shield, or what's left of Shield, is pretty much screwed. And they come face to face with old Normie boy, Norman Osborn. And I'm not going to go into great detail of what else goes on in this book, but all I'm going to say is that by the end of this book, Miles, you're fucked. But anyway, this book was really good. Very high on the drama. This is some of Bendis' best work today. It's not some of his greatest work of all time, but as of today, in the modern day in the now, when it comes to writing comic books, it's probably some of Bendis' best shit. I thought it was really good. I'd give it a 4. There you go. There's my review and everything. I gotta follow this. Later. Bye. What the fuck have I done? Dude. You need to put your fucking tablet down and work on your lighting. This thing was just blasted by all the fucking light. Oh, God. It's bad enough I gotta deal with an Earth 2 counterpart, but now I have an Ultimate Universe counterpart. And he's a social media junkie. Fucking great. But, you know, as focused as he was, I'll go ahead and give my 2 cents on this. This was really nicely done. Fantastic drama. That teenage drama that somehow Bendis is able to write very, very well. You know, the stuff with Miles and his girlfriend, him revealing that he's Spider-Man, I'm like, this is reminiscent of how Peter revealed his identity to Mary Jane in the first volume of Ultimate Spider-Man. It was kind of reminiscent of that. And the whole thing at the end, you know, even my Ultimate counterpart said so, Miles is fucked by what's detailed at the cliffhanger. Solid read, really good. Yeah. I enjoyed it as well. I just wish he was more focused on reviewing it than I am. Well, there you have it, everybody. There's my review for this week of July. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget the link in the description to my Blugoblin X channels, my latest back issue review. Remember, Batman 66, 2 issues of New Warriors, and Ms. Marvel, plus a big announcement about the status of my Blugoblin X channel. I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear your feedback there as well as here. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about these particular books. What'd you think about my review? What'd you think about my Earth 2 counterpart and my Ultimate counterpart? What'd you think? You know, should they stick around? I know my Earth 2 counterpart is popular with some people, not popular with everybody. But what'd you think about the Ultimate counterpart? Do you think he should stick around or what? You know, I might keep him around if he can get his nose out of his fucking tablet. But there you go. There's my review. Appreciate y'all watching. Please subscribe here and as well as my Blugoblin X channel. Follow me on Twitter at Blugoblin01. Also, there's Tumblr, blugoblin.tumblr.com, and look for me on Pinterest while you're at it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, as always, I'll see y'all later.